Number of people who are contracting the coronavirus disease and those who are succumbing to it. In the latest report by the government, 637 more people have tested COVID-19 positive, raising the national tally to 14,805. The good news is 499 patients have recovered, 406 of whom were receiving home-based care. The total number of recoveries in the country goes up to 6,757. Unfortunately, 10 people have succumbed to the disease, putting the death toll now at 260. That's 260 lives lost so far. Of the 637 new patients, 623 are Kenyans, while 24 are foreigners. Nairobi records the highest number at 342, followed by Machakos at 85, Kajiado 57, and Kiambu has recorded 51 new infections. This growing number brings to the fore the concerns about how leaders have been flouting the rules in the glaring eye of cameras, to the point that the head of state told his cabinet to only travel on essential duty. While the government denies this, Helen Aura reports that Governor Wycliffe Oparanya has come out and called out politicians who are flouting rules. Wise specs and logs.
The numbers are rising, the concerns are going up in tow. A look at the way many Kenyans are going about their day-to-day lives points to why it's a concern.
There is now focus shifting to counties neighboring the larger metropolitan area, namely Kiambu, Machakos, and Kajiado.
The concern has gotten to the high and mighty, more so as various leaders have openly breached the rules right from the president. After much criticism of a bad example and impunity going unpunished for those in power, sources indicate that President Kenyatta directed that cabinet secretaries, some of whom have been part of political meetings, should not travel unless it's very essential. This was backed up by the CSs cancelling various trips to different parts of the country. However, CAS Aman denies this.
No such thing as a cabinet lockdown as we have seen in the news. I too read the news in the newspapers.
The chairman of the Council of Governors, Wycliffe Oparanya, who has been among the main leaders holding public gatherings, now appears to depict a picture similar to that of the proverbial pot and kettle.
The political class remained the weak link in the fight by flouting the rules.
That notwithstanding, and as infection numbers go up, the tally of those who are recovering are also rising. CAS Aman says that 2,738 patients who were on the home-based care program have recovered, a move which helps ensure that hospitals are not strained, more so with the cold season having set in and more people contracting the common cold.
About 90% of our COVID-positive cases are asymptomatic. It is also more cost-effective because it is cheaper, noting that 80% of the amount of money spent by a patient in a facility that cares for COVID-19 goes towards the purchase of personal protective equipment used by healthcare workers.
The temperature is not direct correlation between the temperature of a particular place and the burden of the disease and mortality.
Kenyans have also been urged to maintain a well-balanced diet to stay healthy. Helen Aura, NTV.